I was going to even say to Marley Marr that obviously United have bought Xerxes, but I still think United are going to buy another striker, like a more prolific striker.
But isn't that what Highland's there for?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more relying on someone to score that's a bit too young. I don't think he's.
Well, you spent 70 million on him. Like he's a different profile to Xerxes.
Yeah, no, I can't just get another.
You ain't getting nobody else.
No, because we've got Highland, we've got Xerxes, and obviously we've got Rashford, and if all else fails, we can play him there. So I can't imagine us getting another striker because they wouldn't, unless the striker's like freaking 17 years old or 18 years old. Oh no, tell a lie. We're getting the Arsenal guy, innit? So you're right.
You're right. 16, but you ain't going to be playing in your first team.
No,
nowhere near your first team, brother.
Just saying.
It wasn't about that, Dilla. It wasn't about that.
Exactly. But he can recognize my ones. Can you see this guy? But he can't recognize that blatant one, man. That's not even confirmed, but I threw that in the group, because I have a sneaky suspicion, EPG are representing that guy, and a lot of them.
No, they are.
They do represent.
They're United fans.
Yeah.
That is wayward, in my opinion.
Not all of them are United fans.
Wayward guidance, rather.
At least 75%.
Honestly, I reckon that's wayward guidance. But what is the pathway at United? Can we just, since this guy wants to bring it up,
but it's better. It is better.
It's definitely better.
How can it be definitely better, bro? They
don't play young guys, bro.
They spent 100 million on young strikers.
It doesn't matter.
100 million on young strikers. So why would you go to that club when the progression,
because none of these strikers are balling out. None of these strikers
they don't bought a new striker, bro.
None of them are proving themselves, innit? So there's a clean slate, and that one thing's for certain is that Arteta doesn't favour young players, bro.
Well, everyone says that, but why?
But based on what? We've got one of the youngest teams in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Are you paying them?
How many players have come up from the academy?
Also have one of the youngest teams in the Premier League.
How many players have come up?
They've all been signed. How young do you want to make it be?
No, but they've all been signed. They've all been transferred.
Martinelli was already there when.
No, what did I say? They've all been signed. You've only named one player that hasn't been assigned.
We hold the record for bringing on the youngest player ever. Did you hear what I said? Go on, say it again, because I must have missed it.
Arteta doesn't play young players, one. And I'm talking about from the academy. He doesn't promote from within. Ethan Nwaneri, how many games has he played this season? I think he played maybe.
Can I answer your question?
I think he may have played two. How old is he? 15?
Yeah. It doesn't matter if he's 15 or not. But my point is that compared to other teams, more academy players and more academy graduates have featured.
I'll give you that in terms of
that's all my point. That's my point.
But can I respond to that quickly, Trey?
Yeah, go on.
But if one team already has like one of the youngest teams in the Premiership, does it make it becomes a bit more difficult for you to make that team make the average age of that team younger by bringing on players from the youth? When you've got a Man City, but you have to factor that in. It's contextualized.
And sorry, let me respond. You're talking about the average age.
They have the youngest team in the Premiership, and they're fighting for the title. So how younger do you want to make it be?
No, but it's not about the young. It's about the argument
chances,
here.
Right?
It's about the opportunity for academy graduates to get first team football. So and I don't think what I
will say that there has been more glaring opportunities, or I would say glaring opportunities for Mikel Arteta to potentially have bedded in academy graduates, like when we played in the Champions League, and we didn't really need to get that result. I think was it PSV that we were playing.
Yeah, it was PSV.
And he brought on Cedric, for instance. You know what I mean? Like Cedric Suarez that we've now released. When I think we had
finally.
Yeah, who was on the bench? Was it Walt? Was it Walt?
Yeah, Walt.
Yeah. So there's this cases like that where, and even maybe the League Cup, but obviously the League Cups started getting a little bit more competitive. Yeah. But again, you could potentially make a case for you could have played one or two of them a few more times, maybe in those competitions. But like Del Estrada was saying, I think when you've got an already young team that's also competing and challenging at a higher level, it's a lot harder. Like the parameters are a lot different. It's not like a Brighton or and no disrespect to United, but a United at the moment where if you're like hanging around in the 8th place and you've got bare injuries, you haven't got no choice but to push a Maino through a little bit earlier because they need him. And then those players get the opportunity to grab that position and show, well, thank you for the opportunity. Now I'm going to show you why I need to stay here.
What about Liverpool though? Because Liverpool are in the same situation. We were fighting for the title and we were in a couple.
But then you had the situation where all your team was pretty much injured, and then you had to play the young talent against Chelsea, and then they just pulled through for you. Now we know, okay.
No.
You're referring to.
Remember in Europa League final where we played. We did have a couple injuries actually. So no, you're right.
Sorry. I know that Mikel Arteta can do better, but I'm also giving him I don't want to just dump on him.
I agree.
We have to take into account the circumstances.
But then you look at people like, for example, Omari Hutchinson's his brother and his agent. Obviously, I don't know if you agree with them or not, but these guys are coming. No,
but there's levels in it.
No,
hang on,
let me finish.
Thank you.
Let me finish. But he's coming out publicly. Him and his agent brother are coming out publicly and talking about it. So you lot are saying now he's at Ipswich, but it's like that doesn't really mean anything.
No, but there's levels, isn't it?
Hang on, let me finish.
You're young, right?
No, but him being
have to be good enough.
Him being at Ipswich doesn't mean anything because he can make a name for it.
No, I'm not disputing that. But if their argument is that Arsenal don't give players opportunity, he went to Chelsea. He didn't get an opportunity there either. He then went to Ipswich on loan. Then he got sold. So their argument is a bit flat.
Yeah, Chelsea probably a poor example as well, though. Because
that's what I'm saying.
Chelsea. Man United
can be true, innit?
Yeah. Man United are like for the past like 5 years, we genuinely do give chances to the youth, and it's not always because of injuries. Like if you, Garnacho and Maino, bro.
Yeah, okay, but
that's Maino, yeah.
But to this point, though, let's isolate this point where I'm obviously saying this. But I'm saying this Chido one for me doesn't make sense. If we're isolating just that case, I hear that United actually probably do elevate youth through their team better than Arsenal at the moment. I probably will give that to them. I have to think about it. If I was microscopic with it, but on the surface, when we're talking now, I will give it to United in that regard. But in this particular scenario, I can't see why. If what I've read, if we've offered him, we've shown him what a pathway is. We've shown him our pathway for him. We've offered him assurances. We've offered him a bit more money. And the PR around this guy has been sensational. And then you've turned all that down. In my opinion, you could only be going to Manchester United because they're offering you a stupid pay packet. Because I can't see why you would go to, you would turn down Bayern Munich, you will turn down Arsenal in this climate, in this day and age for Manchester United. And on top of that, they've got two young strikers that are only going to get better.
Sorry, where is he born in UK?
No, he's from Denmark. He's only been at Arsenal for 2 years.
Okay.
So he's not exactly from, Arsenal did it.
What are you saying? He's seen the way. I think
United have thrown
Ineos to the top, baby.
Yeah, there you go. We trust, baby. We trust.
No, they've just thrown bread at him or his agents.
But what they should do is look at Nketiah. But Nketiah doesn't even get minutes himself. And how long's he been there, bro?
What, Mark? You don't think
there's top players
it's the money that he's gone there for?
I don't think it's necessarily the money. I think he thinks he's. I think he backs himself.
I think money.
It might do. We probably offered him something nice, but I heard Arsenal do something nice as well.
Do you know what's been offered? You can't really say that unless you know what's been offered.
You don't know. We're surmising, but we know what United's capable of. They've just paid an 18-year-old 150k, bro. Paid 60 mil for this, bro.
Man's going to work for Google, bro. What do you want from him, bro?